Namaskar students and welcome to day 9 of Shaada Lipi class. First of all, apologize for yesterday. I was traveling. We could not had that class at the same time. Today we will learn about the Sanjukt Akshara. We have so far completed all the alphabets, Aksharas, Swar and Vyanjan. We also have learned matras. Matra we have to again learn slowly. But from today onwards, classes will be very interesting, and you will have to pay very deep attention on what I'm talking, because each and every point, each and every whatever I mention, so those things are important, which are because we will these are all about the rules in Shaada Lipi. So these rules, how do we make the alphabets? What are the different constraints? How are they done? वो आज हम देखेंगे. We will start with that. And yes, another thing I also want to ask students if they were present in our Sharda Day celebration and how was your feedback. You can put in the comment box. Yes, we wanted to show you some of the deep work which we are doing, especially on the manuscripts. We were there, the one participant could not join, but the intent, there are many other things. So this time we have almost recognized 35 team members who are working with core Sharda team and working directly on the manuscripts and teaching everything. So it was a wonderful program. If you had participated, give us your feedback and anything. If you want us to basically have something more like this in different, in the Sharda Day or any other these things, all proposals we always welcome. You can anytime also mention us. So today what we will do, to start, we learn the Sanyukt Akshara. Sanyukt Akshara means what? It is these are the conjuncts. So when I say conjunct, like example, I will tell one example. I will just show you first. What does that mean? Like suppose today we are learning, suppose we in Devanagari, we are writing Bhakt. There is some word, suppose Bhakt. Or there is suppose another word. I'm just giving some examples. Okay, now what is happening here? If I will divide this, if I will do a Sandhi here, this is actually, I have already explained it, but I am telling you once again. Va plus a plus I am writing Devanagari. K plus ta. This is Halant plus a, right? This is how it is. Similarly, if I do here, this is a plus m. That means it's m. It is m half only, no now, because it is half m. Then it is, this is just a revision of whatever I'm telling students. M plus e, right? This is how is now what we are learning here now. This was in half letter. This was in half letter. That means it was just that k or m. There are many alphabets. You take any one. So in this case, how is it represented in when it is half? How it is represented in Devanagari? It is written like, there are different, like m is written like this, k is written. I don't think I need to tell about those, but that should t is written like this. T. Similarly, for all alphabets, there are different. P is, if I have to write P, PR, like, so this is how we do, right? So we write that alphabet itself half. But Sharda does not follow this rule. Okay, now this is different. In Sharda, the way Sharda is different than Devanagari, it does not follow this half. It does not believe in this half letter, cutting this half. So in Shaada Lipi, it is done differently, which I will take it today. First, I will just give a brief how, if I have to write Waqt in, or I have to write, suppose, Ami in Shaada Lipi. I will just give one example. Then after that, I will come to some basic points for you to basically understand. Oh, no, sorry. Now, suppose if I have to write Ami in Shaada Lipi, E. Just now, you remember that in Shaada Lipi, the alphabet is written complete, which is half, but the letter which is after the half, it is written below. I will repeat this sentence 3 times. In Shaada Lipi, if an alphabet is half, like here it was K or M or whatever, it is written, there are rules for that. It is written above, and the letter following it, whatever is there after half, like suppose it was M, here it was T, that is written below that particular letter. I will tell again, in Shaada Lipi, if there is a conjunct, if there is a half letter, that letter is written half, sorry, that letter is written full or whatever, that we will learn, but it is written above, and the letter following it, which is after this, like it was M after this half, it will be written below, always below. If there is one more letter after that, if suppose I have some words like this, M and
सर
M.
नमस्कार.
नमस्कार मारा.
सर हिंदी से भी थोड़ा सा, हिंदी में भी समझाइए, मेरे को कंफ्यूजन थोड़ा.
अच्छा ठीक. शारदा में क्या होता है, ठीक है, आई विल टॉक. शारदा में हमको ये ध्यान देना है, जैसे देवनागरी में जब हम लिखते हैं तो जो हाफ लेटर होता है वो हाफ हम ऐसे हाफ रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. जैसे क तो ऐसे लिखा, म को आधा ही लिखा, या त ऐसे लिखा, या प ऐसा लिखा, या ख है, ख भी आधा ही लिखते हैं, पूरा नहीं लिखते हैं. स ऐसा लिखते हैं, श भी आधा ही लिखते हैं, ये डंडी नहीं डालते हैं. तो देवनागरी में एक रूल है कि अगर वो अल्फाबेट, is there anybody here who has a difficulty in Hindi? They can raise a question. I will then be mixed. Is there anybody? Maybe there may be people who may not, because I know there are.
सर मुझे सिर्फ हिंदी में ये वाला समझना है, ये जो आपने अम्मी में किया ना, म के नीचे फिर म.
हाँ हाँ, वो मैं समझाऊंगा.
बस वही आप फिर तो रिपीट, बाकी तो मैं ठीक हूँ.
ओके ओके. सो जैसे देवनागरी में जो रूल है सेम, अब क्या है कि शारदा में अलग रूल है जो हमको ध्यान देना है कि अगर एक अल्फाबेट हाफ है, अगर कभी भी कहीं अल्फाबेट कोई एक हाफ आता है, जैसे मुझे लिखना है अन्न, अगर मैं इसको देवनागरी में लिखूंगा, सपोज एग्जांपल अन्य, चलिए सपोज अंत लिखूंगा. अगर मैं इसको शारदा में लिखता हूं, आपको क्या याद रखना है कि शारदा में दो चीजें, आप पहले मैं एक चीज बताऊंगा. पहले अ लिखा पूरा, अ का तो कुछ नहीं है, अ तो इधर भी पूरा है, न आधा था ना, न मैं पूरा लिखता हूं शारदा में. और इसके बाद जो है, जो हाफ लेटर के बाद है, द लेटर विच इज आफ्टर दिस हाफ लेटर इज रिटन बिलो. दैट इज ऑल वी नीड टू रिमेंबर. नाउ हाउ इट इज रिटन, देयर आर सम रूल्स जो हम आहिस्ता आहिस्ता 2-4 क्लासेस में आपको पूरा क्लियर करेंगे कि कैसे होता है. पॉइंट ये है कि लेटर पूरा आएगा, और इसके बाद वाला लेटर नीचे आता है। अब अगर सपोज 3 बार म था किसी जगह या कुछ और, सपोज अनंत था, मैंने ऐसे लिखा अ न और एक न है, तो ऐसे आता है। ये भी आएगा, अ तो सीधे ही आएगा, न पूरा आएगा। सपोज ये न आधा था ना, इसके बाद और एक न है, ये इसके नीचे आएगा, और उसके बाद पूरा वाला है ना, पूरा वाला फिर नीचे आता है। तो जितने भी हाफ लेटर है वो ऊपर आते हैं, और हाफ लेटर के बाद वाले लेटर हमेशा नीचे आते हैं। ये आपको याद रखना है। शारदा में कभी कभार इतने बड़े बड़े अल्फाबेट्स भी चलते रहते हैं, दैट इज एक्सेप्टेबल। वो कैसे होता है? सेम थिंग, आई एम रिपीटिंग वंस अगेन, कि हाफ लेटर इज रिटन फुल, और उसके बाद वाला लेटर उसके नीचे लिखा जाता है। मतलब जो फुल है, हाफ के बाद वाला जो फुल है उसको नीचे लिखा जाता है। अभी देखो इधर हाफ के बाद हाफ था, तो वो भी इसलिए नीचे ही आया। कोई भी हो, हाफ के बाद कोई भी हो वो नीचे आता है। इसके नीचे आया, इस हाफ के बाद भी नीचे है, वो भी नीचे आया। कोई भी लेटर जो हाफ लेटर के बाद हो, विच कम्स आफ्टर द हाफ, इट इज रिटन बिलो। Another very important point which I will tell every time, in Devanagari we put the common Shirodekha to form a word, but in Sharda Lipi we don't do that, we just separate it. We don't join the Shirodekha for a word. Then question can come, how do you differentiate then between this and if I have to write something? There is slight additional space, that is one, and the person who is reading it has to also know what he's writing. So that is how we differentiate. In Sharda Lipi we do not do a common Shirodekha for a word. We do not practice that. So then you will say then it is a confusing. It is not confusing. Here you do a less gap, and after that if there's another word you put a little bit more gap, so you understand this is closer and this is another word. So this is what we learned today. First rule in conjunct for Sharda, that the half letter is written full, and the letter after the half letter, whatever it is written below. I'm not talking about matra, I'm talking about letters. Those are written below. Now I will stop here and I will come to some different things which students have to remember that. Let me just talk about that now. Now we have learned, let me just go there. Okay, now this chart is very, very important chart, which we will also send on your WhatsApp groups. With what we have done, we have so far learned. Now I will come to my page here. Then I'll tell you what I'm trying to say. Now we have learned all consonants. Ka, kha, ga, ga, na, cha, cha, ja, ja, na, ta, tha, da, da, na, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma, ta, tha, da, da, na. All the alphabets, all the consonants, only consonants. We divide those consonants into 4 categories. A, these, that is why I'm saying just pay little attention. More attention you pay, you will remember that. These are very important things. These categories also, these are not defined anywhere. It was basically with our research from last 5-6 years, reading manuscripts and understanding it, we have understood these are the classification of the consonants. A, B, C, D, only consonants, not vowel. So these consonants are divided into 4 categories. Please remember, we have defined it to make it very simple to students. That can be named something in Sanskrit or any other, but we name those categories A, then B, then C, then D. Now that means all the consonant alphabets from K to H, they will fall any of this. I will again repeat, in Sharda Lipi, I know this is becoming interesting. That is why I'm telling you, you have to pay attention. In Sharda Lipi, we divide the consonants into 4 categories. Category A, category B, category C, category D. Now, which alphabets comes in category A, B, those things I will explain here in this chart. Please remember, if A category is that alphabet, you have to remember this and keep it in your mind. We will also send you a paper. If an alphabet is touching a Shirorekha one time, only one time. That is comes in category A. I will come to that. How? What I am telling. Like example. Okay. First, I will explain this chart. Then I will tell about what I am telling. So, if a alphabet is of a category A, it will touch Shirorekha only one time. If a category is of category B, it will touch the Shirorekha 2 or more than 2 times. C, there is no Shirorekha. D, there are special alphabets, which I will talk about that. Let me come to that point now here. Now what I told, A category. A category was where the alphabet is touching the Shirorekha once. Let me give example. I am writing Shaada alphabets now, not Devanagari. K. How many places it is touching the Shirorekha? You see here, it is touching one time, right? One time here, just one time. This is category A. If I have to tell some more alphabets on in category A, maybe can students, somebody help me? Which will be those alphabets?
Just.
Huh? Yes. Ch, ch, correct. Very good. No, not ch, ch. Yes. Her also. Yes. Yes. No, t will not come. T will not come because t is 2 times. T will not come.
R.
Very good. Very good. R. Very good. Very good. P also. P also. P also. Right? Yes. Yes. D also. B also. Very good.
Na.
Yes. This is no, no will not come. No will not come.
Ch, sir, ch.
Ch is no. Ch is 2 times. Ch is touching 2 times. Huh?
Sir, why not na?
You are telling this na?
Na. Tata dada na.
N-A, no.
How it is written? It is not written. It is written like this, right? Oh.
No, na, sir.
No,
Nayak.
N-A.
Straight line and triangle.
Nayan, no. She's asking.
Okay. What else alphabets?
Talbis, sir. Talbis, sir. Talbis, sir.
Yeah.
Can you show the phone, sir?
Let me put na also first. Right. Na is there. What
Wa,
else?
wa.
Wa also. Very good.
La.
Wa also. Right.
La.
Yes. So now you understood. I don't have to write everything. You understood the concept, right?
Thank you, sir. Understood, sir.
So these alphabets are touching Shirorekha one time. Now B category are those alphabets which are touching Shirorekha more than one time. It can be 2, it can be more than 2. So now let us start what are those alphabets. Kh.
Ga.
Very good. G also. No, G does not have a Shirorekha. This does not have a Shirorekha. This is not correct.
Gayak, sir. Gayak, ga.
Yeah, G also, but no also. K, G, G, na. K, G, G, na. Yes.
Also, sir.
Cha.
Yeah, K I have added.
Oh,
Here.
sorry, sir. I didn't say.
Ch also. Very good. Ch is there. Yes.
Anga, sir. Anga.
Yes, that I have added. That I have done it here. Yes. Y also. Correct. Yes, J also. Correct. J also.
Ja. Jha also, sir.
Yes.
Cha, cha, da, jha.
That
No.
also. Yes.
Nya also, sir.
Nya
Nya.
also. Nya also. Yes. Yes.
Ta.
Jha.
Ta, ta, ta.
Yeah. Nya also. Nya. Let me write nya.
Ta.
Little bit. I'm just
Ta.
writing it. Yeah. Ta also. Correct.
Ta.
Which one?
Ta. Ta.
Th. Th also. You're right. Correct. Very good.
Dha.
Oh, the was here. The was here. I
The
forgot.
big one, big.
Oh yeah. The big the is here. The. Yes. So
Sir,
now you
Dantesa.
understood, right?
Dantesa.
Huh?
Dantesa.
Sir, correct. No, sir does not have a Shiroreka. Sir does not have a Shiroreka.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
So these are the alphabets. It can be more. So the point here is these alphabet touch the Shiroreka 2 or more than time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It is more than one time. That's it. This is category B. So I think you understood category B. Now C category is a very special category where the alphabets are touched. There is no Shiroreka at all. No Shiroreka. Like C.
Like tha, sir. Tha. What about tha?
Pa,
Tha.
ma,
Ta.
s,
Nya.
dha.
Sir, what about tha?
षट्कोणस्य
Pa.
T, sir, T.
Not t.
Ta.
Pa.
No, actually t is here. T comes under
No,
A category because
ta
it takes
doesn't
one.
come. Ta doesn't come.
नहीं T, sir, T नहीं T.
T comes here. T will come here. T will come under B category. This is T.
Yes, sir.
Pa.
Sir, what about tha?
Th,
The
yes.
round
You're right.
round
No,
one.
sure.
तर षट्कोणस्य
Sure, yes, sure.
Sir, sir.
No, Krishna wala na. No.
Sir, sir.
No, that is separate. That I will talk about. That is a special. It is not without Shiroreka. It is a special character. That we will learn. Oh yeah, in this case, in this alphabet, in this category, B category, sure also was there. Sure. Because here it is like this, right? So this is C category. And the D category, just few alphabets only on D category. These are
सर ठ किसमें आएगा ठ?
हाँ वो मैं आ रहा हूँ, मैं वही बोल रहा
अच्छा
हूँ हाँ, और ठ comes under D category. Just remember this. ठीक है? Because इसका symbolically कोई इसका मतलब ये नहीं है. It does not have any significance of शिरोरेखा. And it does not look like it can have a शिरोरेखा. इधर तो लगता है इनकी शिरोरेखा होनी चाहिए थी मगर निकाली गई है. इधर ऐसा कुछ possibly नहीं है कि इनकी शिरोरेखा हो सकती है. That is why this is D category. Now why this category is important? I will tell about this again before we move further. मैं दोबारा बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि there were some students who joined little late. There are, when we do conjuncts, there are 4 categories: A, B, C, D category. These categories are special. All these consonants are divided into these 4 categories. These 4 categories are based on how many times this alphabet touches the Shirorekha. If it is touching 1 time, it comes under category A. So these are, we will send you the chart also, do not worry. So that is category A. If it is touching 2 times or more than 2 times, you see here it was 3 times. If I will show you here, it is 1, it is 2, it is 3. Here also it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is J is 3 times. So this is B category. It can be anything, but it has to be more than 2. 2 or more than 2, more than 1, more than 1.
More than one, right?
Hanji?
It is more than one. If it
More
touches,
than 1.
yeah,
More than 1. Yes.
any letter, whether it is 3 times touching, 4 times touching Shirorekha.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes. And then C category, there is no Shirorekha. It is like Shirorekha has been removed from these things. Okay, so this is C category.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Huh.
So what about ja? Ja.
Ja will come here. That I have shown. Na?
Third, sir. Third one. C1, sir.
Tha is here. You see,
Ja.
Ja is
Jyoti.
here. Na? Ja is here.
Ja,
Ja is.
Ja. No, ga, not ga, sir. Ja, Jyoti, ja. Jyoti, ja.
This one, right? This I have added. Na?
This is ja, sir.
Yeah, this is Ja. This is Ja. This is Ja. Yes. It comes under category B. And category C is which is without Shirorekha. And category D, you have to remember this is spatial. Like this, these two. Now, why this category is important? Now I will come to that point. Today class is very interesting, little bit more you have to understand it. Why did we divide this category? As I told already that in Sharda, when I was writing, like example, I was writing Ammi. You see, there are some simple things which will happen in Shaada Lipi. For that, this rule remembering, if you remember this rule, it will become very easy. Ammi. Now I wrote like this. I'm just writing rough hand. I'm not trying to make beautiful today because I'm just explaining it. So it is the then I told another one will be written below. This I explained you, right? This I told you. And the matra is always, if it is above one, matra will be above, like E, A, matra will come on the above alphabet. U, all those will come in the below. If it is Ommu, like suppose here it was Ommu, it will come here. It will not come on this one. Below matra comes on the below alphabet. Above matra like A, Amma, it will be here. It will not be here. That you have to remember. I will repeat again. When there is a matra in Shaada Lipi, any matra which are written below, like example, U is written below, U is written below, right? E are written above, they will be written on the above character. Like E or like A. But if it is U or U, it will be written here. U or U, it will be written here. R is below matra, right? R is always written like this. Correct? So that also will be written below matras will be written below, above matra will be written on the above character. That we should remember, that we should not do a mistake. Now the question can come, students can ask me, sir, when you wrote mummy, why do you wrote like this? You could have written like this also. Correct? Very logical question. Why it is written on this end? Or anything, any other, because now we are going to conjuncts, we are forming all the words now, we will be start writing shlokas also now. Question can come, sir, why did you wrote on this line? Why did you choose here? You can even choose here. You can even choose here.
Where it finishes, there only we will start the next one. Like
no, that is not the rule.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not the rule. Now I will come to that point, why it is written like that. Now, please, I will read this. I will show you this chart first. Then you have to remember it by heart. A category, we know what is A category. These Sharda letters have a single contact point with Shirorekha, hence written directly below the half letter minus their Shirorekha. What does that mean? When I have to write, sometimes when I have to write like minus the Shirorekha, that means they will be written below, but they will not add a Shirorekha on it. See, it's a very interesting point. Like example, I am writing Ank. I will first explain you. It will take time. We are not hurry. I will explain you the same thing in next class also. Suppose I have to write Ank. So what we will do, this right? Then now I have to write K, right? see the rule. It is a k, I know it's an, I have to see the rule always for the alphabet which is to be written below. Please remember this. When I am defining the rule, when I have to write some alphabet below, I need to the alphabet which is written below, जो नीचे लिखा जाएगा, वो किस rule के अंडर आता है? Whether it is a category A, whether it is a category B, whether it is a category C, or whether it is a category D, उस हिसाब से उसकी placement decide होती है. I will repeat that once again. If that alphabet is to be written below, the placement of that alphabet जो नीचे लिखा जाएगा should be checked first based on the category of that alphabet. Now इसके नीचे मुझे क लिखना है. अब मैं क नीचे वाला लिखने वाला हूँ ना, so I have to.
Example, sir.
Huh?
Please. Example, please, sir.
I'm giving that example. Same, I'm giving example. So now I have to write k below. Now when I have to write k below, rule of Sharda is first check that k, because you have to write this below, which category it comes. Can you tell me which category it comes?
A,
A
sir.
category.
A category. But for A category, it is right directly below the half letter, directly below, directly at this point. Minus their Shirorekha. Minus their Shirorekha means, but do not add the Shirorekha on that. What I mean, I don't have to put like this. That is not correct.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So if I have to do that, it will be like this. We will give many examples. Don't worry. I am just giving you few simple things for you to remember this. So first we will take one more example of suppose one alphabet. Let me just put let me just take some other example. You can
Anta.
Anta. Okay, Ant. So Ant is because the is already okay. Ant. No, the is a alphabet, but here I will not put like this. The I will not do a Shirodekha. In the what we do it a different way. We do just remember the will be written just like this. Right now you just remember this. Later we'll explain. So this is Ant. You will not add a Shirodekha on. That is the rule for A alphabet if they have written. See, it is written minus the Shirodekha. That is very important. So I can take another example where like example the hai. Suppose Gandh.
Suddha.
No, right? So how do we do it? Write it Gandh. The no will be written full. The is below. The will be written like this. But you will not do a Shirodekha. You will not do a Shirodekha. That is the category A rule. We will do this repeated. Don't worry. We will learn this every time whenever.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, sir, actually, Ant and Gandh, what we have said, usually when we write in Devanagari, we write that Amka Matra, that is a dot.
No.
We don't use this na and the.
No,
So
this is just.
Yeah, so proper word will be, I think, under, if you can write under. Another.
That's actually this I just gave as an illustration. I know this is not correct. Yes. Under.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Understood? So this the will not be written with a Shirodekha because it is a category A and it will be written just below the alphabet. You will not go left or turn or wherever it is ending, you will write that. Let me write another word. One word, then we will go for B category quickly. Then we will suppose sorry. This is acha. Yes. Aarti ji, you have question?
Yes, sir. So when you're writing a complete word, you're not combining the shirorekhas is what I'm noticing.
Yes, I explained it already. That is the difference in Devanagari. जैसे हम शिरोरेखा combine करते हैं, शारदा में we keep those separate. We don't add a word with a common shirorekha. That is
In that case, जो एक शब्द के जो अक्षर होंगे, सपोज 3 अक्षर हैं, अब जैसे इस केस में जो भी आपने कंबाइन किया 2 थे, मतलब 2 pieces to it. We will have to write them very close by,
very
and then
close,
next
very close.
word, because otherwise it will get very confusing.
Yes, yes. अच्छा, अगर मुझे इसके बाद अच्छा लड़का लिखना है तो थोड़ा we should understand that this gap has to be less than this gap. That's
Okay, thanks.
That is correct. So this is one rule which we follow in Sharda, and we actually, when we were also trying to work on the fonts, we also do not want to disturb that sanity of that, because manuscripts have been written like that, and we want to keep that the same thing. So we follow the same thing. So Devanagari is combined with the Shirorekha, but in Shard, this thing, it is not having a common Shirorekha. That we should remember. So this is acha. So now we understood here, it will be written below, but there will not be any Shirorekha added. So this is category A. We will take some more examples tomorrow, and also we will give you some assignments for this category A. Now let me take the category B now. Let us read what is written about category B rule. Then we will go to that. Now read category B. These Sharda letters have multiple contact points with the Shirorekha, hence written to the left of the letter. Please remember what is written. And written left to the Shirorekha letter with Shirorekha intact. देखो इसमें Shirorekha रखनी है. Very important point. Here there was no Shirorekha. Only in A category there is no Shirorekha. C में तो होती ही नहीं है. A में Shirorekha अगर थी उसको निकालनी है. B में शिरोरेखा आपको रखनी ही पड़ेगी. मैं दोबारा बोल रहा हूं. When there is a letter of which is to be written below and it belongs to category B, it is below towards left side. See, towards left of the letter. What does left mean? Which I will explain you now. Do not worry about it. Towards left, and then with shirorekha intact. Now, how does that mean? Let us try that. Okay. Suppose I have to write a word. Sorry. Suppose I have to write a word. Sometimes I choose the words just for indication, but if you have some other word, you can suggest me. I'm just telling just for illustrations. Suppose I have to write a word anjeer. This may be wrong, okay, but I'm just giving an example. Now,
what does it mean, sir? Anjeer?
अंजीर एक fruit है ना, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? What is that called?
Fruit's name, sir?
Fig. Fig.
Oh,
It's a fig.
thank you.
Okay, so how do you write anjeer now? See, na is half, so it will be written full. Ja is which category? B category. And as per rule, what should happen? Where should be it written then? Towards?
Lower side with Shirorekha.
Towards which side?
Left side.
Towards
Left.
left. Very good. So that means it will not come here. I will not write this J here. That is right. I have to write towards left. That means this side. This is the rule for B category. We will learn it tomorrow again. We will do once again practice. And you do not remove the Shirorekha. This is very important. Like suppose I will write one more word. That's it.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
For such kind of words like ant, anjeer, there is little bit of half no sound and some sound from the nose. So in Devanagari, they are generally written with a dot, like a
Yes.
dot, then jo, e, r. But in Sharda, do we write the
No.
full half?
No. What I again I am telling you, grammatically, my words today, whatever I am giving may be wrong. This is just an illustration to tell you how these words are coming.
Okay.
It is just,
Okay.
let me just take a grammatically correct word now. Let me just do this. G. This is how we write Ganga. Actually, this is how actually Ganga is written. Correct? Ganga. Now, actually, now these days they write somewhere different. So, how do I write Ganga now in Shaada Lipi? Let me just see that, show you that. G. No. G will be written towards left side and Shirorekha interact.
Okay.
And Shirorekha interact. A will be here, that we will do. There is a different way to put A on this thing that I will show you next class. Just remember, so this G will be written below. Suppose if you can tell me some other word, we can do that. Like suppose we write, yeah, acha. No, acha nahi. Any other words you can suggest for B category, where B category is written below? Ch, where ch is below. Chammach.
Chammach.
Ch, ma, chammach. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Cha, ma, ma, cha.
Oh, ch, ma, ch. Achha, ch, ma. But this it will not. No, this will. अच्छा नहीं, but ये तो दूसरा कैटेगरी आ गया ना. म तो ये नहीं है.
Pakka makan. Pakka.
Pakka will also come in A category. Pakka we have seen earlier ना. A category we have seen. I'm telling where the half letter के बाद दो B category का आता है.
Makhan.
हाँ, मक्खन. Yes.
M k आधा खन.
Yes. म क. Yes, this is a good word. No. इसमें एक इसमें थोड़ा एक्सेप्शन है, which I will just tell you today, indicative, but you should remember it. म थोड़ा शिरोरेखा है. क को प्रॉब्लम है. क के लिए शारदा में जब क को ऊपर लिखते हैं तो क is always written this like this. This we have to remember it. ये हमको याद रखना है. वो क्यों है उसके लिए रूल है. So k, anything when I write below k, I will never write k full. That is a rule for k. Similarly, there are other rules for some different alphabets which we will learn very, very slowly. But today, just to write this correct, k you should, because something has to be written below that, I will just write k. K hai na uske baad k I will write.
Sir, but then how will we differentiate between ch and k? मतलब अगर क को आधा
क तो ऐसे है ना, छ तो ऐसे नहीं ये क मैं इसकी बात करता, ऐसे नहीं लिखेंगे. So क, what I am saying, क जब क के नीचे कोई भी चीज अगर शारदा लिपि में आता है तो क को हमेशा ऐसे बनाता हूं मैं, और उसके बाद ख आएगा ना. ख will be not written towards right, it will be written towards left as per the rule. अब ख कैसा है? ऐसे 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 ऐसे. शिरोरेखा intact.
Okay.
Left side, towards left side. This is what we will take more examples also, and we will give you some homeworks also. So, but this you remember, actually this is इधर शुरू रेखा डालने की जरूरत नहीं थी क्योंकि मात्रा नहीं थी. I could have just written like this. क का रूल है, क के नीचे कोई भी अल्फाबेट आएगा क ऐसा ही होगा. ऊपर तो शुरू रेखा आएगी, नीचे मतलब ऐसे हाफ जैसा ही दिखा जाएगा. और ख and then now. Let me take some other example.
That pustak we can take. Pustak.
हाँ, पुस्तक. मगर पुस्तक, अच्छा ठीक है. पुस्तक ये क्या?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, चलिए इसको लिखेंगे. करेक्ट. मात्रा. स is written full because it is half. अब ये त किस कैटेगरी में है? तो इस ए कैटेगरी. तो ए कैटेगरी के लिए ये, और क will be written full because it is full only, right? So this is pustak.
Okay.
So what we learned, A category is towards direct middle, direct line के नीचे. B category is towards left side and with शिरोरेखा. A में शिरोरेखा निकालनी है, A में शिरोरेखा नहीं रखनी. We'll just see some other word. 1 minute.
The प्यास.
Suppose kanchan.
Category B.
Like suppose kanchan.
Kanchan.
क न ऐसा ही होता है क्या? च न कंचन. Is it right or it is न्य?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, होता है sir.
Yeah, न्य, right? Correct.
नहीं सर,
Are you talking कंचन and
न्य बीच में होता है. बीच में जो आधा न है ना वो न्य होता है, पीछे न होता है.
क्या बोलते हैं?
आती है.
After call.
नॉर्मल नलका वाला न.
अच्छा, राइट. सो आप ऐसे बोल रहे हो
क के बाद न्य आधा.
हाँ,
After call.
न्य. हाँ, ये न्य है, राइट. यू आर राइट. क न्य, हाँ, च और न. इधर नॉर्मल न है ना? ऐसा ही है.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
करेक्ट. नाउ इफ आई हैव टू राइट इट, क तो फुल आएगा. न्य is half, it will be written full. च क्या है? च is alphabet B category, so it will be written towards left side. Left side मगर ये इसमें क्या करूंगा, because ऊपर का भी B category है, इसमें ऐसे ही लिखूंगा मैं. That I will explain. वो मैं बता दूंगा आपको. B category में अगर ऊपर का भी B कैटेगरी है तो एक दूसरे के नीचे आते हैं. मतलब जैसे ग है तो ग के नीचे अगर लिखूंगा ग तो ऐसे ही एक दूसरे के नीचे ही आएंगे. ये आपको याद रखना है. बी कैटेगरी कम्स जस्ट पैरेलल, एक साथ में आते हैं. औशीन बेटा आपका क्वेश्चन है?
ये तो बहुत पढ़ना पड़ेगा सर, बहुत पढ़ना पड़ेगा सीरियसली.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस. नहीं, हम प्रैक्टिस करा रहे हैं ना. मतलब वी विल नेक्स्ट क्लास जितने भी होंगे हम आपको पूरा वी विल कीप रिवाइजिंग दीज पॉइंट्स. ये आपको, मगर मैंने इसलिए बोला ना, एक भी क्लास मिस करेंगे आप बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. देन यू विल lose that complete importance of that. Yes, what is the question?
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is then when you in that in which group does it come?
Is B category.
Also written with Shirore.
Is B category. Is A category. Is A category. Is considered to be A category because it is touching Shurya Rekha only one time. If you see here, it is only one time. A category.
With the Shirorekha and without.
Yeah, that is correct. But the generally, because there is a slight Shirorekha also we do it. That is why we consider the in A category. You're right.
सर दृढ़ कैसे लिखेंगे?
Okay, sir.
हाँ, दृढ़। दृढ़ तो उसमें तो कोई ये नहीं आती है ना, मतलब उसमें तो कंजंट नहीं है, इट इज जस्ट मात्रा, राइट? दिस इज दृढ़, राइट? कि कुछ और है?
नहीं सर, पीछे का है दृढ़, ये नहीं होगा। सेकंड
Sir, can you write makhan?
ढक्कन वाला ड, ढक्कन वाला ड।
हाँ, ड।
Like this, right?
Yes sir.
So that is okay. This is matra. This we know it. So this is the. ये तो मात्रा हो गया ना, ये मात्रा आ गया, र, ये र मात्रा है और ड।
Sir, can you write makhan?
Yes, yes, sure. Ma, ka, I told you, ka, because something has to be written above it. It will be written like this. Ka. I think we will stop this because so much of information today. Makhan. This is makhan. So I will just give a quick recap before we conclude. Just do not worry what we have learned just this page today. We have learned only this page today. So 1 minute.
So this
Sir,
sir.
Yes.
सर आज हमने सिर्फ ये सीखा ना कि संधि जब होती है तो क्या रूल है ना?
आज हमने ये सीखा पहली बात कि जो संधि है शारदा लिपि में हाफ लेटर के बाद वाला लेटर नीचे लिखा जाता है जी। दूसरा हमने ये आज सीखा कैटेगरी ए जो अल्फाबेट्स वो होते हैं, कैटेगरी ए आर दोज which are touching शिरोरेखा only one time and when it is written below उनकी शिरोरेखा हट जाती है और वो अल्फाबेट के बराबर नीचे बैठते हैं। दूसरा हमने ये बिल्कुल नीचे आर रिटन डायरेक्टली बिलो द हाफ लेटर माइनस देयर शिरोरेखा, इनकी शिरोरेखा तब निकाली जाती है। दूसरा रूल देखा कि बी कैटेगरी जो होते हैं वो शिरोरेखा से 1 और मोर देन 1 टाइम टच होते हैं और जब ये लिखे जाते हैं शिरोरेखा होती है और लेफ्ट साइड से लिखी जाती है अल्फाबेट्स। वो हम आहिस्ता आहिस्ता एक अभी बहुत क्लासेस चलेंगी, अभी हम आपको समझाएंगे। आई विल डू मोर एग्जांपल्स ऑन दिस। सो इनको लेफ्ट में लिखा जाता है। सी कैटेगरी अभी हम गए नहीं, थोड़ा मैंने इस बी को टच किया, बी को हम दोबारा अगले क्लास में करेंगे। एक ए कैटेगरी के भी हम आपको कुछ होमवर्क्स देंगे एंड वी विल आल्सो गिव मोर, वी विल आल्सो डू सम मोर वर्ड्स व्हेन वी डू इट, तब हमको क्लियर हो जाएगा। आज के दिन हमको सिर्फ इतना रखना है, ए कैटेगरी जब शिरोरेखा के साथ एक बार टच होना है, बी कैटेगरी 1 or more than that, C category where there is no shirorekha, these alphabets have no shirorekha, or D categories are only th and na. These are the things which we learned today and थोड़ा सा हमने आज कुछ A alphabets और B alphabets के words लिखे। और दूसरा और एक important point जो मैंने बोला आज कि शारदा में एक word common शिरोरेखा से टच नहीं होता है, एक point मैंने ये बोला। दूसरा point मैंने ये बोला कि जब क के नीचे कुछ भी होता है तो क को ऐसा लिखा जाता है, ये आपको याद रखना है।
सर तो फिर
हाँ जी बताओ।
हाँ सर, तो मतलब मात्रा हम बाद में सीखेंगे आगे, जैसे जैसे ज के नीचे ऊ कैसे लगेगा, है ना, इस तरह की चीजें।
हाँ वो सब हम वो हम सीखेंगे, वो हम
आहिस्ता। सर सॉरी टू डिस्टर्ब अगेन सर, क एक्चुअली मक्खन में ख और क दो both the curves are only coming, so I wanted that, but you have written k and big k, yeah,
it is like this ma kh again दोबारा मैंने बोला B category falls one
no sir, that is actually a category sir, k and k.
Oh,
you said the first k goes as new letter, so second k whether it will be written as full k or just like the first one is what I wanted to know.
Second will be written full k and no Shirorekha. That's it. Second will be written
Okay.
as usual.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Like Makkah, right?
Yeah, that's what. Makhan also is like that only.
Like suppose you
Yeah.
wrote
Makhan is having half ka and then full kha.
that is
But
kha.
when we speak in the dialect, in the Hindi, it comes as makhan. Like it feels like it is half kha and then full kha. But actually,
Now-
when we write, it is half ka
Yes.
and then full kha. It is ma ka kha na makhan.
So it is like suppose Makki. Ma. Ka is a rule when something has to be written below that, it will be written like this. That we remember today. And after that ka जो है वो नीचे लिखा जाएगा मगर शिरो रेखा निकाली जाएगी. और ई मात्रा मैंने जो बोला ई मात्रा हमेशा ऊपर है तो ऊपर के साथ आए. That's it.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So आज इतना ही करेंगे. मेरे ख्याल से this is too much of information. मगर एक बार अगर टाइम होगा आप वीडियो जरूर देख लीजिए. थोड़ा सा रिवाइज हो जाएगा. और ये जो पेज हम दे देंगे और कुछ वर्ड्स देंगे आप उनको प्रैक्टिस कीजिए. ठीक है. आज शांति पाठ कौन पढ़ेगा?
Just a minute, we'll learn.
Yes, please. Yes, Bhavna. कौन बोलेगा शांति पाठ?
Sir, Padma has raised her hand. Padma.
Padma ji, can you start the Shanti part? Yes, please. No, we are not able to hear you. Padma ji, can you unmute?
Yeah.
Okay, who else is there?
Sir, can we do it, sir?
Huh?
Okay.
Oshin ji, okay, Oshin आप बोल सकते हो, कर लीजिए.
Yes, sir. Om Sarve Bhavanto Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Paschyanto Ma Paschyanto Shravasmahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Namaskar.